up, I feel that second wind. We're gonna be alright, we're gonna be alright.
Hey everybody, welcome back. So we are here with part 3 with Virginia. I'm so excited. This time she's going to be talking about what it means to be a respite caregiver.
Thank you.
Yes.
So yeah, I asked Melissa if I could come on and say one more thing, because this is kind of currently where our family is. We have been a foster family for 7 years, and now that we have 7 kids, they won't let us have any more children. But we turned our office into a bedroom, because there's just still so much need out there. And so we actually are now what's called a safe family through Bethany Christian services.
Awesome.
And so if a foster parent's the deep end, I call this more of the shallow end, because it's children. It's basically coming alongside families who are in crisis.
Okay.
And if no one comes alongside them during this time, the children are going to end up in the system. And once the child ends up in the system, it's very hard for the birth parent to work the plan to get their children back to reunite, and just it gets so much harder. And so this is actually this hopefully preventative step, so that the family gets to stay together. So here's what it looks like. We have a caseworker through Bethany Services, and she calls up and says, hey, we have a potential placement. It's a 4-year-old little girl. Mom is now homeless. Maybe she was fleeing domestic violence situation. She has nowhere for her and her children to be. And would you be willing to host this child for 4 weeks or 8 weeks while mom helps get housing and back on her feet? And so we said, yes, we can do that. So we get to meet the birth parent. We get to kind of come alongside them. And so while it's kind of a threefold thing. So we have a host family. So right now we're a host family, but we also have a family who's dedicated to providing respite for us. So I can call up my friend Jamie anytime and say, hey, can you help out with this little child while I'm doing something, or just a weekend or something like that. And then you also have another support person who comes alongside the birth parent and helps them walk, their plan. And there's always the caseworker. So the caseworker is helping the birth parent work their plan. And they're all, they make sure that they're achievable goals. And we've had only 3 placements now, but it's just been so wonderful. We had a little baby for a few weeks. Mom was thinking that adoption was the only option for her. But with our help, and then with the caseworker's help, she's now that little girl went back to her mom and our siblings. So they got to be reunited, and they never lose custody of their children. So it's open communication. I'm texting, calling with the mom or the dad. And the children it's a lot looser than being in foster care. And so, it's hopefully preventing those services. So I would encourage anyone who thinks, okay, love to be in this space. Foster care seems like a huge commitment, because sometimes when you're saying yes, there's no end time. This could be a forever yes. This could go on for a couple of years. But it's like, okay, the next 4 weeks, you can look at it and say, I can commit to 4 weeks or 8 weeks or 3 weeks, whatever it is, on the front end. And then we get to keep walking with these families after the child's back home. And that's been so rewarding. So, I get text messages from the mom, get to see little baby girl all grown up now. And it's just so rewarding. And our kids, I haven't even talked about this, but just getting to have these children who are in need through our home. Like this is our mission field. And it's hard to take a lot of small children to, an outreach, and be able to do anything, because you're trying to keep all your kids online. So here, this is our space in our home, and they have to share their toys, and they have to share their mom and share their time. And this is just such a great opportunity for growth. And my kids are aware that there are kids in our own city who don't have a safe place to be, and that we could be that place for them. And so
absolutely,
it stretches all of us. It's not easy. I mean, it's hard. It can get messy, but it's so beautiful. And they get to see God truly like move through these situations and be a part of it.
Amazing.
We love it so much.
Yes.
So if you might be interested in doing something like this, reach out to Bethany Christian Services. It's called Safe Families, and see what it's like to be a host family, or if you could just be a respite for a host family, or if you're interested in being that support for the birth parent. It's so needed. All of those roles, very important, and ultimately keeps the family together.
That's beautiful.
That's really what we want.
And it's really being the hands and feet of Jesus for a family. All of the things you've talked about are various levels of being the hands and feet of Jesus that we can be to these children and their families who need love, who need to know that they matter and that they're worthy.
They're not alone.
Loved. Yes,
they often feel so alone. I mean, and even getting to walk next to a lot of these birth parents, they feel so alone.
Oh yeah.
And so imagine. Just being like, hey, we're here. Even once, your little girl's back with you, we want to walk this road with you. And that just means the world to them. And a lot of these parents who were in these crisis situations, they were in the foster system at some point. Or it's just the cycle, and they don't have family support. They don't have that support around them. So yeah.
Oh, well, that's such a beautiful gift. Thank you so much for sharing, and thank you all for watching. And I will put links to what she was talking about with the Bethany Christian Services in the description. And thank you, and I will see you later. Bye.
Bye.